I need you to hear this. I'm a brain surgeon, and after decades of treating patients over 60, I can tell you something no fruit company, no supermarket, and no health ad will ever admit. Some of the fruits you've been told are healthy are quietly destroying your body. I've seen it firsthand. Patients walking into my clinic with memory loss, sudden strokes, unexplained blood sugar spikes, and when I dig deeper, the pattern is always the same. They were eating the wrong fruits every single day. You've been lied to by a trillion-dollar fruit industry that markets sugar bombs as immune boosters and acidic, gut-wrecking fruits as detox miracles. They profit while you suffer. One of my patients nearly doubled her stroke risk from a fruit that doctors on TV still recommend. Another almost collapsed because the fruit she thought was helping her diet turned her medications toxic. These aren't rare cases. I see them every year. And 99% of seniors don't know it's happening to them until it's too late. But here's the twist. Not all fruits are the enemy. Some are nature's hidden medicine. The right ones can even slash your risk of stroke by nearly 50%. Yet these fruits are ignored because they don't generate the same profits as the sugary exports that flood the shelves. So in this video, I'm going to reveal the 4 worst fruits you should never touch after 60, and the 4 best fruits you must eat daily ranked from number 4 to number 1. Stick with me until the end, because the number 1 fruit on this list can literally rewire how your brain and blood vessels age, and the industry doesn't want you to know about it. Every single reference we cite today is linked in the description below so you can see the science for yourself. But before we dive in, tell me in the comments, what fruit do you eat most often right now? I want to know because I've seen too many seniors unknowingly poison themselves with the wrong ones. We're reading and replying to every single comment. Now let's begin with the number 4 worst fruit for seniors over 60. Number 4. Grapes, especially seedless. They look harmless, tiny, sweet, and so easy to pop into your mouth without thinking. But for seniors over 60, grapes, especially the seedless kind, can be one of the sneakiest traps hiding in plain sight. Here's why. Seedless grapes have been bred for sweetness, not nutrition. That means higher sugar content, less fiber, and fewer of the bitter compounds that naturally balance blood sugar. Just 1 cup of seedless grapes can pack 23 grams of sugar. That's more than a scoop of ice cream. For an aging body that doesn't handle glucose as efficiently, this is like pouring pure syrup into your bloodstream. A 2019 study in the Journal of Clinical Endocrinology and Metabolism found that older adults eating high fructose fruits like grapes had significantly higher rates of insulin resistance, one of the fastest pathways to diabetes. Meet Harold, 69. He thought swapping cookies for grapes was the perfect healthy move. He'd sit down in the evening with a bowl of seedless grapes and polish them off without guilt. But within a year, his doctor told him his blood sugar was creeping into the pre-diabetic range. Harold couldn't believe it. How could fruit be the problem? The truth was simple. Every handful of grapes was like a sugar injection, overwhelming his body's ability to manage insulin. Instead of protecting him, his fruit habit was pushing him toward diabetes and belly fat he couldn't shake. So, should you give up grapes forever? Not necessarily. The portion control is critical. If you love them, stick to a handful and pair them with protein or healthy fat, like a few almonds, to slow sugar absorption. And when possible, choose seeded grapes, which contain more antioxidants like resveratrol, a compound linked to heart and brain health. Still, there are far better fruits for daily snacking after 60, ones that deliver antioxidants without the sugar overload. And if you think grapes are bad, wait until you hear about the next fruit. It's sold as refreshing and hydrating, but its hidden acidity and sugar load can quietly wreck your digestion and leave seniors with stomach pain they never see coming. Number 3. Mangoes. Mangoes are often called the king of fruits, and it's easy to see why. They're sweet, tropical, juicy, and loaded with flavor. But for seniors over 60, this royal fruit can secretly behave more like candy than nutrition. 1 medium mango can contain 45 grams of sugar. That's equal to drinking a 12-ounce can of soda. For an aging body already struggling with slower metabolism, reduced insulin sensitivity, and stiffer arteries, that sugar bomb can be devastating. A 2020 study in Nutrients found that seniors who consumed high-sugar fruits like mangoes daily had a 38% higher risk of metabolic syndrome, a dangerous combination of belly fat, high blood pressure, and high cholesterol that often leads to heart disease and diabetes. Me Angela, 71. She loved slicing fresh mangoes into her yogurt every morning, believing she was starting her day with something healthy. But within months, she noticed her energy crashing by mid-morning, her waistline expanding, and her doctor warning her about rising triglyceride levels. Angela was shocked. It wasn't cookies or cake, it was fruit. But the truth is, mangoes digest fast, hit the bloodstream hard, and create sugar spikes that lead to inflammation, fatigue, and fat storage. Instead of fueling her, her beloved mangoes were sabotaging her health. Does this mean mangoes should be eliminated forever? Not necessarily, but they should be treated more like an occasional dessert, not a daily fruit. If you enjoy mangoes, have just a few slices, and always pair them with protein or healthy fat, such as Greek yogurt or cottage cheese, to blunt the sugar spike. Better yet, swap them for fruits lower in sugar but still rich in antioxidants, like blueberries, raspberries, or kiwi. These deliver sweetness with protection instead of risk. Mangoes may feel exotic and indulgent, but after 60, they're far more dangerous than most seniors realize. And while they can quietly overload your system with sugar, the next fruit on this list comes with a different hidden danger. Its acids can silently eat away at your stomach lining and your teeth, leaving long-term damage behind. Number 2. Bananas, overripe. Bananas are one of the most common fruits in the world, and for decades, they've been marketed as the perfect snack. Easy to peel, easy to chew, portable, and affordable. What could go wrong? The truth is, for seniors over 60, bananas, especially when they're overripe, can be one of the most dangerous fruits to eat daily. Why? Because as bananas ripen, their starches turn into simple sugars. That spotted, sweet banana may taste better, but it's basically sugar wrapped in a yellow peel. A medium overripe banana can contain up to 17 grams of sugar and very little fiber to slow it down. For seniors whose insulin sensitivity is already reduced, that means a blood sugar spike followed by a crash that drains energy and increases fat storage. Meet George, 70. He ate an overripe banana every morning with his coffee, believing it was the healthiest choice. But within an hour of breakfast, he often felt shaky and fatigued, and by mid-morning, he craved another snack. At his next checkup, his doctor told him his A1C, a measure of long-term blood sugar control, was climbing into the pre-diabetic range. George couldn't believe it. He thought bananas were safe, but his doctor explained that overripe bananas digest so fast that they act like candy, flooding the body with sugar in minutes. What George thought was a healthy start to the day was actually fueling blood sugar chaos. Does this mean seniors should never eat bananas? Not exactly. The key is choosing them at the right stage and in the right amount. A firm, slightly green banana contains more resistant starch, which digests slowly and helps maintain steady blood sugar. And pairing a banana with protein, like a handful of nuts or a spoonful of peanut butter, can slow the sugar release dramatically. But eating overripe bananas daily, especially alone, is a major mistake after 60. Bananas may look like a simple fruit, but once they turn soft and spotted, they're more sugar bomb than superfood. And while they can be harmful in the wrong form, the number one worst fruit for seniors is even more dangerous, not because of sugar alone, but because of the acid and hidden risks that can silently erode your health from the inside out. But before we continue, if you have been enjoying the video so far, hit the like button and don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell icon so you don't miss more videos like this. Number 1. Grapefruit. For years, grapefruit has been promoted as a superfruit, even featured in fad diets promising fast weight loss. Its tangy flavor and refreshing juice make it feel like a clean, healthy choice. But for seniors over 60, grapefruit can be the single most dangerous fruit of all. Unlike mangoes or bananas, the danger here isn't just sugar. It's the way grapefruit chemically interacts with medications. Grapefruit contains compounds called furanocoumarins, which interfere with enzymes in the liver and intestines that normally break down drugs. When those enzymes are blocked, medications build up in the bloodstream to toxic levels. For a senior taking prescriptions for blood pressure, cholesterol, heart rhythm, or even antidepressants, grapefruit can turn a normal dose into an overdose. Meet Linda, 74. She drank a glass of grapefruit juice every morning because she heard it was good for weight loss. At the same time, she was taking medication to control her blood pressure. Within months, she began experiencing dizziness, heart palpitations, and unusual fatigue. After a frightening visit, doctors discovered that her blood pressure medication had built up to dangerous levels, all because of her daily grapefruit juice. Linda was stunned to learn that what she thought was a healthy habit had nearly put her in the hospital. Does this mean grapefruit should be avoided entirely? For most seniors, the answer is yes, especially if you're on prescription medication. No fruit is worth the risk of a drug overdose or dangerous side effect. If you love citrus, safer options include oranges or mandarins in moderation, which don't contain the same enzyme-blocking compounds. And always consult your doctor before adding any citrus juice to your diet if you're taking medication. Grapefruit may look bright and healthy, but for seniors, it is the ultimate fruit trap, one that can quietly turn your prescriptions into poison. So now you've seen the 4 fruits that can silently wreck your health after 60. But don't worry, not all fruit is the enemy. In fact, the right ones can be powerful allies, protecting your heart, stabilizing your blood sugar, fueling your muscles, and even sharpening your memory. These are the fruits that act more like natural medicine, but only if you choose wisely. Let's flip the script and reveal the 4 fruits you must eat daily after 60. Number 4. Apples with skin. They say, an apple a day keeps the doctor away. And for seniors, that old saying is backed by real science. Apples are one of the most powerful fruits you can eat after 60, but here's the key. You need to eat them with the skin. The skin is where most of the fiber and antioxidants are stored. In fact, nearly 2/3 of an apple's antioxidants are found in its peel, not the flesh. That fiber is essential for seniors because it slows digestion, prevents sugar spikes, lowers cholesterol, and keeps bowel movements regular. Meet David, 67. He struggled with constipation and occasional blood sugar spikes. His doctor advised him to add an apple with skin to his daily routine. Within weeks, David noticed not only smoother digestion, but also more steady energy throughout the day. His afternoon crashes faded, and his doctor later reported lower cholesterol levels. What felt like a simple snack turned into one of the easiest, most effective health upgrades of his life. The beauty of apples is their versatility. You can slice them into salads, bake them into oatmeal, or simply eat them raw. Just avoid peeling them. Removing the skin takes away most of the fiber and antioxidants your body needs. And instead of apple juice, which is basically liquid sugar stripped of fiber, stick to whole apples that deliver the full package of benefits. Apples with skin are proof that the right fruit can fight aging instead of fueling it. But as powerful as apples are, the next fruit on our list is even more impressive. It's packed with antioxidants so strong that scientists call it nature's brain protector. Number 3. Oranges, fresh, not juice. When most people think of vitamin C, they think of oranges. And for seniors over 60, fresh oranges can be a game-changing fruit, but only if you eat them whole, not as juice. Here's why. A single orange provides about 70 milligrams of vitamin C, which is more than enough to support your immune system, protect your skin from aging, and fight free radicals that damage cells. Vitamin C is also crucial for seniors because it plays a direct role in collagen production, keeping your joints strong and your skin resilient. But the magic of oranges isn't just in their vitamin C. When you eat them fresh, you're also getting about 3 grams of fiber, which slows digestion, stabilizes blood sugar, and feeds the good bacteria in your gut. This is critical after 60, when digestion naturally slows and the risk of constipation, bloating, and sugar spikes increases. A 2019 study in the European Journal of Nutrition found that seniors who consumed citrus fruits like oranges regularly had a 23% lower risk of stroke compared to those who rarely ate them. Meet Clara, 70. She drank a glass of orange juice every morning, believing it was boosting her health. But her doctor warned her that juice, even fresh squeezed, is basically sugar water without the fiber. Clara switched to eating a whole orange instead, and within weeks she noticed her energy was steadier, her digestion improved, and her afternoon sugar cravings disappeared. What she thought was just a small change turned out to be one of the best decisions she had ever made for her health. So if you want to keep your heart strong, your immune system sharp, and your energy steady, make fresh oranges a regular part of your diet. Just skip the juice and go for the real thing. And while oranges protect your immune system, the next fruit on our list goes even deeper. It helps protect your brain and memory, making it one of the most powerful anti-aging fruits you can eat. Number 2. Blueberries. If there's one fruit scientists consistently call the superfood, it's blueberries. For seniors over 60, these tiny berries are one of the most powerful weapons against aging, especially when it comes to memory and brain health. Blueberries are loaded with antioxidants, particularly anthocyanins, which give them their deep blue color. These compounds fight oxidative stress, the cellular damage that accelerates aging, weakens muscles, and leads to memory decline. In fact, a 2012 study in the Annals of Neurology found that seniors who ate blueberries and strawberries regularly had up to a 2.5-year delay in cognitive aging compared to those who rarely ate them. That means blueberries don't just slow memory decline, they can actually keep your brain years younger. Meet Harold, 73. He began noticing little lapses, forgetting where he left his keys, struggling to recall names. His daughter encouraged him to add a cup of blueberries to his oatmeal every morning. Within 3 months, Harold reported sharper focus, less mental fog, and even better energy throughout the day. At his next doctor's visit, his blood pressure had improved, too, a benefit backed by research showing blueberries can lower systolic blood pressure by up to 5 millimeters of mercury in seniors with hypertension. For Harold, what felt like a simple breakfast upgrade turned into a brain and heart protector. The beauty of blueberries is their versatility. You can toss them into yogurt, blend them into smoothies, or simply snack on them fresh. The key is consistency, making them a daily habit. Frozen blueberries are just as powerful as fresh, so cost or season doesn't have to be a barrier. What matters is getting those antioxidants into your system regularly. Blueberries aren't just a sweet snack. They're a brain shield, a heart protector, and an anti-aging powerhouse. But as impressive as they are, the number one fruit you must eat daily after 60 is even more extraordinary. Studies show it can slash your risk of stroke nearly in half and rebuild circulation in ways most medications can't. Number 1. Pomegranate. When it comes to protecting seniors after 60, no fruit is more powerful than the pomegranate. It has been called the fruit of life for centuries, and modern science finally shows why. Pomegranates are packed with polyphenols, especially punicologens, that act like a shield against aging in the arteries, brain, and muscles. These antioxidants are so strong they've been shown to reduce inflammation, lower blood pressure, and improve blood flow better than almost any other fruit. In fact, a 2014 study published in Atherosclerosis found that seniors who drank pomegranate juice daily for 1 year had a 30% reduction in arterial plaque compared to those who didn't. That means cleaner arteries, stronger circulation, and lower stroke risk. Meet Evelyn, 71. She struggled with high blood pressure and stiffness in her legs that made walking painful. Her granddaughter suggested she add half a pomegranate to her salads and smoothies a few times a week. At first, Evelyn thought it was too messy, too much work. But within 2 months, she noticed her blood pressure readings dropping, her energy returning, and her legs feeling lighter. At her next checkup, her doctor was surprised to see her numbers improving without any change in her medication. Evelyn was living proof of what science has been showing for years. that pomegranates can transform senior health. But the benefits don't stop at the heart and brain. Pomegranates are also rich in vitamin K, potassium, and fiber, all critical nutrients for bone strength, blood clotting, and steady digestion, areas where seniors often struggle. By protecting arteries, improving memory, and supporting bone health all at once, pomegranates act like a multi-target medicine delivered by nature. For seniors over 60, pomegranates aren't just another fruit, they're a life-extending powerhouse. With the ability to slash stroke risk, clean arteries, sharpen memory, and energize muscles, they earn the crown as the #1 fruit you must eat daily. And there you have it, the truth about fruit that almost no one over 60 is being told. The 4 worst fruits that can secretly spike your blood sugar, inflame your joints, weaken your memory, and even turn your medications toxic. And the 4 best fruits that can do the exact opposite, rebuilding your circulation, protecting your brain, fueling your muscles, and adding years of strength to your life. Before you go, tell us in the comments, what fruit is sitting in your kitchen right now? We will be reading and replying to every single comment because your stories matter, and together we're building a global community of seniors fighting back against the lies. If this video opened your eyes, don't just keep it to yourself. Hit that like button, share it with a friend who needs this truth, and subscribe for more life-saving senior health tips every single week. Stay strong, stay sharp, and remember, your health is in your hands, one bite at a time. If you got any questions or thoughts, drop them in the comments below. We'd love to hear from you. Thanks so much for watching.